Hello, Folk and Flick, my imaginary friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're improving in ways you want to improve, and I hope your relationships are happy and productive in a good way, in the best way. I've been away for a little while, had some things to do, and lately I've been thinking about writing something about cruel or kind, because the current paradigm is finished. It's really a wreck. I know you look around, you think everything's business as usual, but it's not. There are many pressures exerting themselves around the globe, and unfortunately some of these we can't avoid. We ran an experiment, we were not wise about it, and it's gonna cause great disruption very, very soon. It already is, but most of us aren't aware of it. And because we're not aware, we're not prepared for it. And we need to be prepared. We need to prepare our mind and our spirit and our soul and our body for what's to come. We have to get strong, and we have to be prepared to acquire our own agency and sovereignty and make decisions that will affect our communities, our families, our friends, and ourselves in deep and profound ways. And we're going to have to work together somehow, because what's coming is not pretty or easy. I doubt that most of us have the capacity for suffering that people did 100 years ago. In the Gulag, in Stalinist Soviet Union period, for example, or in the Congo today, or if you had been lucky enough to win God's dice game and have been born in Aleppo and been vaporized by a barrel bomb for some unknown reason. I don't know if we have the capacity to suffer the way the Vietnam people did, the Vietnamese people did in the 60s and 70s, in the 50s for that matter. I don't know if we could work as hard as they worked to grow food. I don't know if we could have stood up to the bombing and the terror. We're spoiled people, people like me at least, baby boomers who were fortunate enough to win God's dice game, fortunate enough to have been born in a nice place, the right color, the right sex. Everything was like in my favor, and I did what I could with it. Nothing remarkable. I don't take any credit for it. I'm just a lucky guy, and I'm truly thankful for that. But I wonder if I have the capacity for suffering that generations before had. And I don't think I do. I don't think many of us do. But we're going to have to get strong and tough, and then we're going to have to ask ourselves, cruel or kind? We'll have to make that choice. Borders, that's an artificial concept. They're redrawn all the time. Nation states, they're pulled out of a hat all the time. Italy wasn't always Italy. The Czech Republic wasn't always the Czech Republic. You know, there are all kinds of disparate and unique tribes and cultures around the world. We are not homogeneous, not by a long shot. We are not like the Japanese, most of us around the world. And this whole thing could break down really, really quickly under the pressure that the world is faced with right now. And it is a pressure cooker I'm talking about. An experiment gone awry that we can't fix. We weren't prepared for it. We didn't think about it until it's too late. And it's going to cause disruption like human civilized history has never known. And it's going to happen fast. It's not like an ice age is creeping up on us, and in another, 1,000 years or so, we'll have to migrate down south to new hunting grounds, so on. It's going to just happen like somebody flipped a switch. And then we're going to look around at our neighbors and we're going to go, cruel or kind? Which way is it going to go? There's so many layers to it, so many things one could talk about. And it's overwhelming, it really is. The less you know about it, I guess, is kind of good, because, you don't know why you're suffering, you don't know why things aren't working out, you don't understand what happened. It just kind of crept up on you. Most people are like that. We just don't have the capacity to understand what's going on. And we're all very easily programmed creatures, so whatever. But there's a lot of things going on out there that are positive. I was reading about the Aspen Institute, the Weavers Initiative. You have the Zeitgeist Movement, and so many others. You have great people. Pitchfork Economics, lots of good guests on that podcast. Great publications, great writers, journalists, authors, artists, politicians even, who have ideas. They want to get us out of it, but it's up to us. And, China's a different place. It's got a different capitalist system from what I'm used to. I'm not going to talk too much about China, but Hong Kong's changing fast. But I don't think the change that's happening now is anything near what it's going to be like in 10 years, when the glaciers in the Himalayas are gone, when the water shortages really kick in, and the floods and other things start to happen. It's just, climate change is going to kick us all while we're down. Doesn't matter where you're from or what you believe. Those of us who live in areas where we can do something to improve our mind and hearts and spirit and our communities, where we can go to Congress and say, you're out. I'm booting you out. Me and mine, we don't want you anymore. You're anachronistic. You're old-fashioned. You don't understand what's happening. You won't even look at it. Yeah, if you're sick of money in politics, be sick of money in politics. Do something about it. At some point, there's going to be general strikes. Things are going to happen. It's just going to happen. I'm not predicting anything. I think there are millions of people that understand this. So, what do? Getting strong, getting healthy, getting connected to people in our communities, mending bridges, building bridges between one another, getting ready to face that question. At the end of the day, when things break down, are you going to be cruel or kind? That's what you have to ask yourself. That's the most important question. Because if you know anything about the history of the 100 years between, let's say, 1850 and 1950, wow, those were rough days. And I doubt any of us have the strength, the resilience, and the capacity for suffering that those people had back then. Generations ago, they were tougher. They had to be. We're spoiled. You turn off the lights for 5 minutes. I forgot to turn off the air conditioning. Well, the sound's going to be crap. But if you turn off the lights and the air conditioning for a while, under hot bulb conditions, how long are you going to last? We're going to need each other. We're going to have to come together and take back our destiny as human beings, as Homo sapiens on this wonderful spaceship Earth, the place where we evolved. It's literally our mother our Father, it's everything. This unique, very special place in the universe. Wow. How are we going to treat it? We need each other, man. We need a healthy ecosystem. We need a nice, calm weather like we've had for the last 11,000 years. We need peaceful people. We don't really need to shop our way out of it or borrow money to get out of it. That's not the answer. We're not going to develop our way out of this. The technology and science, it's going to continue to evolve if we survive, if we have the ability to work together, to live healthy lives. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. You got crap audio, big deal. Cruel or kind, my friends. I'm going to write something on that soon. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I hope people are kind to you. I hope you're kind to people. And I hope you're enjoying your days. All the best, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'd appreciate it if you would like. I'm so shy about this because it seems to me so cliche, but you have to ask, don't you? Like, comment, keep in touch, join the dialogue, get involved, and take good care. Bye-bye.